Arguably, finding a successful product to sell on Amazon in the Middle East is probably the most important part of actually selling on Amazon in the Middle East. What tools should you use? What criteria should you follow? I'm going to be talking about all the plan in this video. Keep on watching. I know a lot of people want to start their Amazon journey. However, the thing that holds them back is the fear of not knowing. Not knowing how much money they should expect to make from selling on Amazon in the Middle East. Not knowing if it's actually worth their time, and not knowing what product to sell on Amazon in the Middle East. Well, even though not knowing is an essential part of any entrepreneur's journey, however, I'm going to be breaking down a formula of how you can find a successful product to sell on Amazon in the Middle East, including what tools and how to use those tools. If this is your first time watching a video on this channel, hi, my name is Crystal. I'm an Amazon seller and I'm the founder of Amazon Sellers Society Middle East. Before we get started, I have a small competition for you. If you want to win a strategy call one-on-one over Zoom with myself, where we talk about everything Amazon and I help you with any questions you have, all you need to do is subscribe to this channel, leave a thumbs up, and leave a comment down below. I will choose the winner in the next video. Now, let's get started. The great thing about selling on Amazon is that you have full and sometimes free access to all sales data on Amazon. But you need to have a plan and you need to know what you need to be looking out for. What are the data that you need to look out for in order to assess if that product is going to be something successful or if it's just a random product. However, product research for me is only one step of the 3 building blocks that you need in order to set up a successful business on Amazon. So the first step is product research and finding a successful product. Step number 2, or building block number 2, would be product launch and marketing. That's very important. Even if you have a very successful product, you need to know how to launch it, you need to know how to market it, and you need to know basically how to sell it. Amazon is a very great platform. However, it's not magic. You need to do your part in order to succeed on Amazon. And building block number 3 is optimization, inventory management, and scaling. At the end of the day, our aim is to have multiple successful products all selling well on Amazon. That's how you build a very big revenue stream rather than just having one product. However, one very big problem that sellers face is inventory management, meaning running out of stock. Now, I know you might say, Crystal, I would love to run out of stock and sell out everything. That's true. However, when you do run out of stock, if you don't know how to do inventory management and basically you sell out and you have no more stock left, what's going to happen is you're going to gradually lose your ranking, because within 24 to 48 hours, Amazon will remove your listing. It will no longer be visible on the Amazon website. And you're going to have to, at least it takes you 2 to 3 weeks to get some inventory again and start selling again. And within those 2 to 3 weeks, your ranking is going to fall and you're going to basically start all over again. So all the hard work that you did, it was erased because you ran out of stock. I know it's a lovely problem to have. However, it's a problem. If you want to learn all these steps, I'm going to be talking about step number 1 in this video, of course. However, if you want to learn all these steps, all you need to do is join and become a member of Amazon Sellers Society Middle East. You'll find all the information in the description box below. You'll also find a free webinar if you would like to attend it about how to actually create a successful listing. I go through all of that and it's for free. Also, the link is in the description box below. A few general guidelines before we start before I start showing you what you need to do on the computer itself. First of all, I'm going to be sharing with you an Excel sheet and an updated Excel sheet, and you're going to be able to download it. It's free for you to use, and I'm going to be using it. Step number 2, I'm going to be showing you the tool that I use in order to, I use it in a specific way, and that's what I want to be talking about before we jump onto the computer. Tools are fantastic. They make your life so much easier. However, they are tools for you to use. You should be spending most of your time product researching on Amazon itself and not on the tool. I see a lot of people just focus on the tool and not look on the actual website. Reason being why you should spend most of your time on Amazon and not on the tool, not on the tool's platform, is because, well, basically that's where you're selling and that's where you're competing. So you need to always watch out and see what other people are doing, what prices they're doing. Are they doing any discounts? Are they doing any promotions? Are they doing any ads? All that stuff you cannot see on the actual tool. You can only see it if you look on Amazon. Reason number 2, even though tools are fantastic and they make your life easier, but they do not have full access to the Amazon data. So they do give you estimations rather than 100% numbers. That's for all tools. No matter what tool you use, it's the same exact thing. These tools set up a database and they communicate with Amazon through APIs. It's a fairly complicated process. However, what you need to know is that the numbers that you see in the tool are estimations, and that's something that you need to note. So all that stuff you don't really know unless you're focusing on Amazon and some certain numbers. Now, let's get started. So this is my Excel sheet. I'm gonna go through it step by step. I even left you an example product so you can understand what each and every column is. And I even added some cute, what do you call them, images? Yeah, because honestly, Excel sheets are boring and it's just a way to make things a little bit more interesting. Now, I'm gonna go through the whole sheet and why I have these columns set up. And then I'm going to show you how to actually fill them out and which tool to use, okay? So let's get going. First of all, if you don't know the actual criteria that I use in order to find a successful product on Amazon, the criteria that I look for, I'm going to leave a video that I previously recorded and it's on the channel. I'm going to leave it linked down below, as well as up here somewhere in the card, so you can watch it, so you understand why I choose some of the things that I do based on what criteria. I'm not going to go through them again. Now, this is the product. I write down the product here so I know what I'm actually tracking. Here you have example product because we're just doing an example. Price. Is it greater than 60 dirhams? For me, I don't want to sell anything less than 60 dirhams because that would not give me good profit. And in the end, I want a certain level of profit or a certain percentage of profit. And you'll see what percentage I like. Now, page 1 average price. So what you do is you go onto basically the first page of the product that you want to sell. So if you want to sell markers, you go onto the first page of markers and you check, you get an average of how much all the first page sellers are selling their products for. It's just a number to note, just a number to see and to visually have in your sheet. This is where it becomes very important. Are the top 5 sellers in your category, are they selling 300 units per month or more? Why? Because if I find one product and that product is the top product in that category and that product is selling 700 units, for example, however, all the other products in the category are selling just 50 units, that to me seems like there is not a big, there's no place for me to actually sell and compete because all the sales are going to the top seller. Why? It could be that it's a branded product and I just don't know the brand. It could be that that person has been advertising and marketing for a very long time. It could be a lot of reasons. However, it's only one person that's doing very well and all the other sellers aren't doing very well. So there's not a lot of room for me to expand. So here you write yes or no, depending on what is happening. Now, I also like to visually add the color green or yellow. So when I fill out the whole sheet, I can visually assess which products I want to move to the second step. Because this sheet, I'm gonna just do product research, and then I need to move on to the next step, which is sourcing, which is finding a supplier for my product. So I'm gonna fill it out. I suggest that you fill it out with at least 20 products, and out of those 20 products, you need to choose the best 3 products or 5 products maximum, and then move them over to sourcing, move them over to, you need to start finding somebody to get these products for you. Now, this is also very important. Are half of my competitors, half of the top 5 competitors, are they selling the same brand? So basically, are they all selling Nike? Are they all selling a certain brand of markers? If that is true, that means the product category is brand dominated, meaning people purchase a certain brand related to that category and not the product itself. And again, that would be tough for me to actually compete with. Are the top 3 sellers who have 300 sales a month? Because here, if I said yes, then I'm gonna follow through with that. Do they have less than 100 reviews? Why are reviews so important? Because that's how you know how long they've been selling also. And reviews they're very important for customers, and they're more or less social proof. So I don't want a lot of sellers having a lot of reviews. It's going to be tougher for me to compete with. It doesn't mean I can't. I'm just putting out the options. I'm just putting out all the options in front of me to choose which products to move forward with. Remember, we're just filling out the sheet, and then we're going to decide which products to move forward or to take to the second step. As you can see here, I want to look at my top 3 competitors. Top 3 competitors normally are the top 3 in my category. However, they have to be close competitors. So if somebody else is selling, because you can find sometimes people who have misplaced their products in a different category. So you can see marker, and then you see AirPods in a completely different category. Sometimes people do it on purpose, and sometimes they do it by mistake. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not going to talk a lot about that. However, the AirPods are not going to be my close competitor. So you look at your first 3 close competitors, and here you add their price, their number of reviews, and their sales. That's also, you can visually assess if you want to go with that product, yes or no. Now, size of the product. Is it 45, 34, 28? Those sizing numbers, those sizing measurements, you need to memorize, because that's the size of a standard package in Amazon language. Standard package means standard FBA fees. Bigger than that means the package is going to be considered oversized, and you're going to have to pay a lot in FBA fees. So is it 45, 34, 28? Yes, it is. Or is it less than, sorry? So yes. And what is the estimated size? Here's the estimated size. You get all that information from Amazon itself. You don't have to estimate it yourself. Is it less than 2 kilos? No, it's actually, for the example product, the unit weight is 2.65. Less than 2 kilos, because higher than that, the FBA fees are going to be expensive. Even shipping fees are going to be expensive. Normally, I look for products that are less than 1 kilo. However, it's good to stay a little bit flexible. So less than 2 kilos is fine. Now, what is the estimated FBA fulfillment fee? This is something that you calculate using the FBA calculator. And yes, I will leave it linked down below. So it's 5 dirhams. That's FBA fees. That's if you want to use the FBA program, which I obviously highly recommend. Is the BSR, is the bestseller rank stable? Yes or no? I'm going to be showing you how you can figure that out. Is the profit margin greater than 40%? That's the profit margin that I want to make. I don't want to make less than 40%. So is it more than 40%? And this is how you can, and there's a way to estimate that. What is it? It's 42%. And again, this is just an estimate because I still haven't moved forward. I didn't actually contact suppliers yet. So when I contact suppliers, then that's when I can have a concrete number. I just have an estimate right now. And the most important thing for me is that is there a demand for a solution or an improvement for that product? Because part of being successful on Amazon is not just selling the same exact thing. That used to work. That used to work when e-commerce wasn't as popular as it is now. That used to work when customers weren't as savvy as they are now. So when you find a successful product, you need to improve it or differentiate it or change it, or you need to do something in order to get better sales than the person that is selling. Not just sell the same exact product. That does not work anymore on Amazon. That works for a little bit until somebody figures out that they can improve the product, and then you're gonna have big competition on your hand. So, is there a demand for a solution to the product that is selling very well for that product that I'm actually analyzing? How do I know? Reviews. Go through the reviews. Check what people are saying. Go on Amazon.com. Check what people like or don't like about this product. And most importantly, can those improvements be visually expressed? And why do I have an I? Because Amazon is a visual platform. Everything you want to sell, you sell visually. People can't touch your product. They cannot see your product. So if your product is heavier, how are they going to know unless you visually express it? And you can also write down what the improvements can be. Improvement number 1, improvement number 2, improvement number 3. So for example, here I'm saying material wears with time. That's what I saw a lot of people saying in their reviews. And between parentheses, my solution is use a durable material. So I can check to use a durable material and all of that. Now that's the sheet. That's how you fill it out. You can fill it out from the very beginning, or you can fill part of it and then move on to the, more deep dive product, more deep dive categories like the demand for solution or the profit or all of that. How do you get this information? Where do you get this information from? Well, you need to use a tool. You need to use a tool. However, as I said before, you start off with Amazon and then you track all that information in the tool itself. So here I'm on Amazon. I found this product. I like the price. It's 79 dirhams, which is appropriate for me. It only has 4 reviews or 4 ratings, which is also very good. The shipping weight is 1.1 kilos, which is perfect. And most importantly, the bestseller rank is within my range. My range of products that I want to sell on Amazon, the bestseller rank needs to be between 20 and 500. That's the range that I like. But that's not enough because I need to double check exactly what's happening with this product sales-wise. So I take the ASIN number of that product and I add it to my product tracker. And here it is. I'm using Egrow to track this product's sales. So I'm using it to double check all the information that I've showed you before. Now, this product, for example, one thing that I don't rely on with tools is how much net profit that seller is making. It's impossible for a tool to know how much net profit that seller is making because they don't know how much this product costs. They don't know where it's from. They don't know how much shipping it costs. So again, these are estimations and you shouldn't look at that number. You shouldn't look at, oh my God, this seller is making 66 dirhams in net profit because it's not real, because there's a lot of other things that you need to look out for. However, one number I look at is the estimated monthly sales, and that's 224 estimated monthly sales per month. That's not a good number. For me, I don't want to sell, like I showed you, I don't want anything that's selling less than 300 units a month. So there's room for me to compete and to grow, but you can do whatever you think is good for you. One more thing I want to show you is the BSR, because we looked at it in the sheet here. We said, is the BSR stable here? Why is it important to check if the BSR is stable? Basically, having a stable BSR shows you two important things. One, if the product is seasonal, yes or no. Do people purchase it in a certain month only? Do they purchase it only in summer? Do they purchase it only in winter? I'd rather have a product that is being sold every single day of every single month of the year. One. Two, is there a demand sometimes, or is there not a demand? And what is the seller doing? As you can see here, it's a fairly stable BSR. However, when you see these deep dips, these incredibly deep dips over a few days, that's when somebody runs out of stock. So that incredible deep dive, so it was on 22/4, it was 2,000, the BSR. It went down to 3,900, and then it shot back up to 482 because they basically ran out of stock. They ran out of stock, they restocked, and they pushed their sales again. And that's why inventory management is very important. So this is where you see if the product is stable. However, I overlook the fact that this seller ran out of stock, and I check the other things. Look at the numbers, not just at the graph, because sometimes the graph is a little bit exaggerated. So look at the numbers, and it's actually not that bad. Not very stable. However, it's so I would say yes, it is stable. They do have a few dips, but they are stable. Now, to look at the competition, all I need to do is to basically figure out what the main keyword of this product is. So the main keyword is obviously cookware rack. So I'm going to take that main keyword. You probably need to do a bit of research for that to figure out exactly what the top keyword for this product is. And there you go. This is what my category is. Don't look at the kitchen category. That's a very big category. Look at the actual main competitors. So the product that I was looking at, it's the best seller in that category. And then you have number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5. These are the people that I have to follow up and see what exactly they're doing. And you do the same exact thing. You take the ASIN number, you put it in your Egrow product tracker, and you look at the sales and the numbers in order to fill out this sheet. And then you move on to another product in order to decide in the end, when you fill out this sheet, which products are going to be successful, which products are going to be making you money, and which products you want to move on to the second part, which is the sourcing part, and finding a supplier to supply these products for you. Finding a successful product or product research is a fairly time-consuming activity because it's a very important part of launching your business. You need to know what you want to sell or what you should be selling. Take it easy, take your time, but make sure that you follow certain guidelines in order to find really successful products that can be successful for a long period of time, not just for a month or two. We're looking for products that will be selling all year round and that can be part of your big Amazon business. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video valuable, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up because that supports the channel, and subscribe as well. I'll see you in another video with more information. Bye.